We are now 5 months into the release of Battlegrounds, and man have things improved. Hi, I'm Tom, and this is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. All the way back in March I reviewed this frantic Battle Royale game for the first time, hoping that over time it would rise from a 7.8 score all the way to a 9 or 10. And well, it has! It's not often that early access games do this well, but currently everyone and their mother is playing this game. The developers have kept their promises and updated almost every feature, improving what they could here and there. So let's take a look at the updated version of this truly adrenaline-filled game. Let's dive in. So, what is so greatly improved that this game deserves a second review? Well, first off is the performance, which was my main concern in the original review. The game has had some patches which focus on making the game run better, and although it still isn't perfect, it sure as hell is better than when I first launched it. FPS drops are now way less frequent, and I can run the game on the highest settings without getting below 30 frames a second. From my experience, I've noticed that the connectivity issues and lag also have been significantly reduced, and if somehow you still do get disconnected, there's now an option to rejoin your game. I have no footage of this though, seeing that I haven't been disconnected for an extremely long time. However, I've heard from friends that rejoining does work as it's supposed to. But Tom, I hear you ask, what did the game itself gain? New weapons? Yes. New vehicles? Yes. And a new map too? Not just yet. The weapons have been introduced over several patches in the last 5 months, like the Glock automatic pistol, which is great to find when you land next to someone. Or, if you're lucky, you can find the MK14 marksman rifle in one of the airdrops. Alex will now demonstrate on how to use that correctly.
Oh my god, I'm so on fire, dude.
Well played. Sadly, some of the guns that have been added are absolute trash, like the VSS sniper rifle, a gun with built-in suppressor and scope, which sounds great on paper, but also has the damage of a paper cut, and a 10-round magazine, which makes it next to useless. There are some others as well, like the Vector SMG, which is amazing at short range, but when you run out of its 13-round magazine, you're in trouble. Extended mags required for sure. The vehicles that have been added in are the bike and the trike, which are a lot faster than the original cars, but also have the risk of launching you into the distance when you drive straight into a pile of rocks. Which is only logical, but can cause some seriously heated debates when your teammate is responsible for your death. With the latest patch also came the feature to play completely in first person in a separate playlist where everybody is playing first person. I'm personally not a fan of it because of the lack of situational awareness you get because you're only in first person. However, it is nice to have the option to be able to play it whenever you feel like it. The player base of Battlegrounds is currently larger than CSGO's, so I think that splitting the player bases, in this case, can be forgiven. I've been sitting here for a while now, thinking about the things that I don't like about Battlegrounds, but I can't come up with any large issue that has not been dealt with yet. Yes, of course, even more optimization and content is required, but it is already at a point that I could easily recommend this game to you. A new map would be welcome as well, because after 194 hours of gameplay, it can become a bit still to play on the same map again and again. But guess what, that's also underway, and every update is free, so none of it will be behind a paywall. There is one thing though I still can't stand. Loot boxes. When I first reviewed the game, they could only be bought with credits you get from playing the game. But now there's one you need to spend your real money on to get those absolutely average cosmetics. Same shit, different game, really. It's nothing you haven't seen before, but it is something you should never have to see again. Guys and girls, Battlegrounds is a must-buy, simple as that. If you like shooters, buy it. If you want to get into shooters, buy it. Battlegrounds is well balanced, highly populated, and only $30. If you were on the fence when the game came out, and rightfully so, I can tell you that now is a good time to jump aboard the Battle Royale train and get yourself some sweet chicken dinners. Winning is extremely addicting because when you win one game, you need to win again and again and again. So when I'm done with this review, I'm going right back to playing it. I do feel though that we're never going to get rid of those pesky loot crates. On the other hand though, I feel that if you have a great game to compensate it with, I'm willing to let it slide a little. So with all of that said, I'll tell you that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is most certainly worth the money.